Delegate from Stanton, Delegate Bell.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise for a point of personal privilege.
The delegate has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, when I announced in December that I would not seek re-election and that I would retire from this body, this day seemed like a long way off. About this time last week, it started to get real. And now here we are. I must admit that the load this session has seemed a little lighter. And I've been told that I smile a lot more. I hadn't thought about that very much until Chairman Ware told me that I was smiling like a Christian holding 4 aces. So I guess it shows. Public service has always been a calling for me, and I'm pleased and I'm proud to say that I answered that call. In 2009, I was elected to serve the citizens of the 20th House District. It was a tremendous honor then, and it's a tremendous honor now. Election to any office is a high honor. It's given only to a very few people. It represents an investment of public trust in both that person and in our process. 2019 marks a decade of service for me in the House, following 13 and a half years as a member of City Council in my hometown of Stanton. Prior to that, I served 14 volunteer years on boards and commissions in that town. If you add it up, that's over half my life. There have been plenty of challenges, and there have been plenty of rewards. And it has been a labor of love for me. Public service has given me the opportunity to meet and to serve so many wonderful people. That makes me aware every day of why I chose to do this. I'm able to be here today because some teachers, some coaches, and some friends along the way believed in me, saw things in me that I couldn't see in myself, and pushed me. Because of them, I chose public service as a way to pay it forward and to try to do the right thing. It's been an honor to serve in this august body. This is an incredible place. I'm proud of my service here. I remember the first day in this chamber. I sat here and the history just drips here. And I looked up at that skylight and I said, Lord, are you sure you got the right guy? But I got to tell you, as great an honor as this is, it's not my highest honor. And as much as I enjoy the title of delegate, it's not my favorite title. The greatest honor I've ever had and the greatest title I've ever known is that of husband, father, and now grandfather. Every day I try to be a humble servant of my Lord and Savior. It's made a huge difference in my life. I've never apologized for my faith. I've never apologized for my love of this commonwealth or this country, and I never will. And those are the things that I'm proudest of. Mr. Speaker, you can't be in this public arena without the support of your family. My family has been incredibly supportive. And because of that, they sometimes have to suffer the same slings and arrows that we do. They've never wavered. They never questioned what I did or why I did it because they knew. They've been my sounding board, my confidants, my defenders. They're my team. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life repaying them for the sacrifices and time that they've made for me. Our battle cry has always been family first and always. Ann and I have been married nearly 38 years. She was 12. We've never had a quarrel. We've never had a fight. We have never had a cross word with each other. The only time I can remember that we ever disagreed just slightly, we were hiking. And we encountered a mama bear and two cubs. They showed up in our path about 50 yards ahead of us. And her immediate reaction was, let's run. I said, honey, we can't run. We can't outrun the bear. I don't think you understand. And she said, no, I understand. I don't think you understand. I don't have to outrun the bear. We have taken every step of this incredible journey together. And she always sees the glass half full. She's the eternal optimist. And every time we turn the page to a new chapter of our life, she always says, I can't wait to see what God has in store for us. Her faith and optimism are contagious. And in our family, we've all caught it. In a profession where staff people come and go all the time, I have been blessed with a loyal staff. Most of you know my aide, Savannah. I hired Savannah the night I was elected. She was 22 years old. We came to the first session together, and I'm just going to tell you, we didn't have a clue. But we made it through, and she has been with me ever since. Mike has been with me almost as long. These folks have done an incredible job of not only defending me and making me look good, but they protect me from you people. When I need to be protected. We're a great team. I can't say it any other way. I'm very proud of our relationship. I want to assure you that I'm fine. I'm not sick. I know when people leave here, they all say, I want to spend more time with my family. And then they show up as judges. Or they show up as lobbyists. Believe me when I say, I want to spend more time with my family. I'm very healthy, and I'm so blessed by that. But I know the clock is ticking, and I know that no day is promised. And I'm 72 years old. Greg Habib still doesn't believe that. But it's true. And I want to spend whatever time I have left with my family, doing the things that matter the most for me. I'm going to miss you folks. I tell you, I have tried to follow God's commandment and love everybody. I can do that. Liking everybody's a little tough. I like you all. I like some of you better than I like others. But I treasure the relationship I've had with the members of this House of Delegates. I think we've gotten along pretty well. I'm not sad that it's over. I'm just grateful that I ever had the opportunity to serve. I've had no second thoughts about my decision. I don't feel any remorse. But I will tell you this, when I made the decision to leave is every bit as hard as the decision to run in the first place, maybe even harder. And I can honestly say, just as Mr. Jefferson remarked when he left the public life, I'm going to leave here with my hands as clean as they are empty. When you consider all the options and the other ways to leave here, then it's a real blessing to be able to leave on your own terms. So why now? Why did I pick this time? I've been asked that 1,000,000 times. The best explanation I can give you comes from the very wise King Solomon in Ecclesiastes. To everything, there's a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. Seasons change, and I've had my time. I've always had a model for retirement, not a time frame, but a model. And Mr. Speaker, because I know you and I share a common interest as New York Yankee fans, and you may be the only other person in here that understands what I'm about to say, my model for retirement was always Joe DiMaggio. There's an old quotation from a gentleman named James Freeman Clark that says, a politician cares about the next election, a statesman cares about the next generation. It's not original to me, but I do think it describes my service, and I believe my legislative record supports that claim. It would be an honor to someday be remembered as a statesman. However, the late Lacey Putney told me you had to be dead 15 years before anybody would call you a statesman, so I'm going to hold off just a little bit on that. Ann and I treasure the friendships that have sprung out of my time in public office, and we hold them dear. The opportunity to have more time to spend with my family, and to repay them for their love and their loyalty and sacrifice, as well as time to hold that new granddaughter, has a very strong pull on me. And I'm very excited to turn the page. Maya Angelou once said, people will forget what you said, and people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I hope at some time, in some small way, I have made you all feel good about our relationship. I know that time here can change people. It's been my hope and my desire that I would leave here as the same person I was when I came in. I trust you all with this job. I trust the process. I trust government. You don't hear that much anymore. It's a big job. It's a real challenge. But I want you to take care of my Commonwealth. Thank you for your friendship. May God richly bless each and every one of you. May God bless the Commonwealth of Virginia, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Dickie, I think I speak for everyone in the House. Your coaches and teachers did a pretty great job. You've been a model public servant. And the thing that does stand out the most for me is your faith, because it really everything you do flows from that. And the same thing, you have the model marriage that we all can look up to, and boy, in an age, that's a rare thing. So just thank you for your service. Thank you for just an incredible speech, I think, that just really inspired us all. And Savannah and Mike, I also want to say thank you to you, because I think we all know how much your legislative aids means to you. So Dickie, just thank you very much.